Yeah. Okay, let's bring it down so people don't think we're completely retarded.
Jeez. We were vibing. We're just having fun.
It's
not.
Yeah, I think the word retarded got canceled, but it's okay if we use it for each other.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. We can own that title.
Yeah.
All right, guys. We're glad to have you back. Thank you guys for waiting up for us. We had a pause for the cause. We're back. I hope the stream is looking fine, looking fluid, looking
we're
smooth,
ready.
and looking
we're ready
saucy.
to get it.
So, guys, we've got some good news. We've got some updates. We're going to bring you the news now, and then we've got a special surprise that I know you guys have all been waiting for. So let's jump right in. Tomasetto, also known as the Pibecetto, is going to take the lead and show us what we've got. So go, Tommy.
All right.
The Moshpit tournament is what brings us here today. All right, let's jump in.
Together
a couple of updates, dudes. What are we going to cover? Let's jump in, Tommy. All right. So we've got playoff updates. We've got a show match flash competition.
Yeah, you got that right.
I sure did. Show match flash competition. That's a bunch of
prizes for the audience.
Prizes for the audience.
So people that are actually in the audience are gonna get some prizes.
Yes, sir.
So these are good prizes.
Good prizes.
All right, let's keep on going. Let's keep this choppy.
Let's give me the Timmy. Give me the Timmy, guys. We were able to lock in Moshpit partners.
Guys.
A total of 13 Moshpit partners. We've got Journey and New Tokyo, our diamond partners. Shout out to them. They've been with us from the very beginning.
From day one, supporting us from day one.
When this was only an idea.
This was only a dream.
Was only a dream.
A figment of our own imagination.
And we had to go and make it happen with our own bare hands and a kick-ass team. How about that?
And that's exactly right. And we found support with amazing crew over at Journey Club. Tokyo Citizens were with us, just supporting us from day one as well.
Yes, sir.
And the family has grown.
It has. Cyberkongs, Project Gojira, TTOO, NFA, Byte, Affinity Collective, Degenheim, AlphaBot, Crypto Walkers, GoArt, and Continent. They're all backing us up. Yes, sir.
This has actually allowed us to make some new friends.
Yes, it has.
They're actually all super cool. And this has really just also helped grow our audience on Twitter.
We have
1 million. That's crazy. 1,323,000
collective Twitter audience.
Beautiful. It's beautiful, guys. Thank you so much for your support. Amazing. We are proud to have this who's who of the partners in Web3. Let's keep on going.
All right, Tomasetto. Let's keep it going. So, champion reveal. We're proud also to bring some champions to life. Neo Tokyo was one of them. Daniel, tell us a little bit about the creative process there.
When we got started with this whole thing, we didn't really think it would actually go down this road, but it is so freaking cool to be able to work with communities, bring their IP, bring their history, their lore, bring it to life, AAA quality. It was fun doing it with Neo Tokyo because they already have some great lore. They had Angie, and it was really fun getting this concept and bringing it to life at this kind of quality for kind of like next gen gaming. So that was super fun. We went back and forth as a team, and I'm really happy and proud of the final design, and you guys are going to get to play with it in the Moshpit. Let's keep on going.
And our first female cipher, right?
That's exactly right.
Amazing.
With Journey Club, it was also really cool because they didn't actually have like a champion that they wanted yet, so we were able to work with them from scratch, and it was really cool. I'm extremely excited about that final look. Definitely those kind of Halo vibes. They wanted something that was sci-fi, kind of like a sci-fi futuristic warrior, and I think it looks really cool. We were able to get some of their lore in there as well, and super cool to do this kind of stuff. We didn't really envision this at the very beginning, but I've got to tell you, it's really cool. I got to tell you, it's really cool, and I think it's kind of part of our mission moving forward is, working with some of the world's best IPs and helping them and, collaborating with them to bring all of their cool stuff to life for next-gen gaming, Web3 gaming. Let's go.
Yeah, and shout out to the Journey Club team as well. They were always super supportive, always very quick to get back to us and get their feedback on the creative process. Amazing to work with you guys.
Beautiful.
Next, exciting. What do we have here, Daniel? PG
so,
champ.
Jared, this was actually fun. It's a long time in the making. We were talking like way back in, what was it, August?
Yeah, like even earlier, June, like mid-year.
June, and we started going back and forth. So really happy we were able to get this done. What's cool here is that this was kind of like our first kind of like, okay, we're going to get out of this kind of cyberpunk look and we're going to go into something more stylized. We wanted to get something a little bit more, have a little bit of that, that kind of 80s feel, those kind of 80s cartoons. And it was really fun to be able to do this. So yeah, we're really happy with the look. It was great to be able to work with a team, and it's fun because it's a completely different aesthetic, which I'm really happy about. All right, next one.
Awesome. And the surprise here, this thick-looking fella,
And
CK Champ.
Yeah.
How did that go?
Does not miss leg day. This was fun too, right? Because like it's really cool to try to get these kind of IPs and these identities that are kind of pixel art, and think, okay, what would this look like if we were going to take it into kind of this next gen, AAA look? What could we do preserving its original aesthetic, its original intent, and then bring it into something that would be like a game that we're putting together? So it's really fun to try to find this balance. And I'm really happy with the look, and it's cool to just finally bring this to everyone. And it's also really cool that we have this kind of new surprise hero champion for the finals. We're gonna have some other surprises for the finals.
Oh
right?
yeah, yes sir, yes
Okay,
sir.
let's do it.
And a shout out to the CK team. They've also been very supportive of what we're doing. Also very, it was great vibes coming from them as we set out to create this champion for them.
I think there's going to be a lot more we can do with these communities and others as well.
Yes,
forward.
sir.
It's going to be cool.
Exactly. All right, guys. We know a lot of you are also very data-driven, so we also came up with some numbers for you guys to understand what's been going on with the Moshpit since we launched it. So let's go to the next slide, Tomasetto. Let's bring in those numbers.
We're data-informed, but not data-driven. How about that? Ooh, I read that somewhere.
I can't really see what's. Are we watching gameplay? What is that?
Yeah, I think we're watching some gameplay. I think we're having some technical. We're having a little technical things with our team here, guys. We need to move our screen over to one side and then keep the chat on the other side, because we don't know what we're showing people.
There we go.
Moshpit data.
There we go. Let's go through those numbers.
Data informed.
All right, guys,
but
so
not data driven.
This is 5 days into the Moshpit since we released it in our homepage. The amount of matches that have been played go up to almost 7,400, 7,394. Danielito,
I like that.
That sound
That's
like?
a lot of freaking matches.
That's a lot, dude. That's a lot. That's
yeah.
pretty cool. Okay, the total playtime amounts to 42,000. We're actually missing a digit there, but it's 42,629. It's a total of 713 hours played collectively by all those who have downloaded the Moshpit.
What I'm really impressed about is the average playtime per user.
That's pretty cool.
We were not expecting this, guys. We were like, if people can have fun for at least 40 minutes, so they play one for the qualifiers, they play one for the finals, 40 minutes is probably going to be a good time. You guys are freaking killing it. This was way beyond our expectations.
Yes, sir. Almost 3 hours. That's a
Almost
lot.
An average time of 3 hours per player. That's crazy.
Yeah, amazing. All right, and we've got
look, the chat's saying K-Dude's killing it. K-Dude, we love you, brother.
Killing it. And we've got more than 250 players who have signed in to the account system, and using the account system, our holders and challengers selected by our holders have been rocking and playing in the pit.
But there's a lot more people playing than this.
There's more people than that.
There's a lot more people.
That's correct. That's correct.
These numbers are for people that are officially playing with the account system, but we've got more people playing than this. But we're not ready to disclose those numbers because we don't actually know them. We're working on that. We're gonna get that data.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, so that's all for Moshpit data. Next, we've also been able to do something pretty interesting. As we started this week of playoffs, we were able to bring in a new leaderboard. We brought in...
This was on the fly because we did not have this planned. This was literally on the fly. We were like, what can we do to make this even better?
Exactly.
This is already great. This is already amazing. But what can we do to double down and make this even more exciting?
Yes, sir. So we created another leaderboard with daily winners. Yes, sir. It's a leaderboard that's reset every day from... is that 5 p.m. UTC, Tomasetto, if I'm not mistaken? And is a reset every day, so it gives people a new chance, a brand new chance to make it to the top and win Cypher NFTs. So we've had some crazy winners, and all of them definitely deserve these prizes. Today, we're proud to announce the daily winners, which we posted on Twitter, and something tells me that finally Sir K-Dude was able to make it to the top.
Let's get it.
So shout out for K-Dude.
Yeah, baby.
What you guys can see here is that mix of the mixed leaderboards. On the left, you have the 25 general top players, and on the right, what we were seeing a second ago was the daily winners. And the daily winners for today is prize number 1 goes to K-Dude. Prize number 2 goes to Greedy for Win. And prize number 3 to Black Mamba. Shout out to all you guys. You guys have been killing it. Not easy to get those numbers. 26,000 is a big, it's a huge number.
That number is bigger than the highest score we were able to do internally with our team. So we actually have some pretty good players in our team. And these numbers go beyond that. So you guys are freaking killing it.
And we're glad that you guys have been able to get all this chance to practice with this the Moshpit version, because we're about to change it.
We're going to change it up on you guys to keep it fun and keep it real, because that's how we roll around here.
Hope you guys are ready.
We completely changed the game.
And a shout
it's actually not even called the Moshpit anymore.
What's it called? Just the pit, straight up?
It's called the pit.
Jump into the pit.
Yeah, get it in the pit.
Get it in the pit.
Get it in the pit. You're going to get it in the pit. All right.
All right, guys.
Alrighty.
So speaking of a
focus.
new versions, we're actually going to deliver a brand new version for the finals. So Tomasetto, let's take us to the next slide so people can know what we're talking about. So the new Moshpit version is going to be available 48 hours before the main event. So basically, our 25 finalists are going to have enough time to regroup, to create new tactics, and prepare for the finals. Within this new version, we're going to be doing some bug squashing.
We're going to squash some bugs.
Some Timon and Pumbaa moves.
Okay. Also, basically one of our biggest concerns here was keeping the frame rate stable. It was dropping after, I think it was wave 10. So we're doing some optimization there. And also we are taking care of some bugs. I think we had some issues with some what was it? Can't remember all of them. It doesn't matter. But yeah, we were running into a couple issues. So our devs are working around the clock, day and night. And what else are we? Oh, we're gonna have a new weapon. We're gonna have the heavy machine gun that you guys are gonna be getting in the airdrops. In the airdrops early next year, you guys are gonna be getting the heavy machine guns. You guys are gonna get that, and you're gonna be able to experience it in the finals. We also have a new champion, which is the Cyberkong.
Cyberkong. Yes,
you're going to be able to play with the new champion. Well, lots of cool stuff, new stuff. We also have some, just some fun little gags around there for the final.
New enemy.
Keep it fresh. Keep it fun. Yeah.
New enemy.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Difficulty balance. And last but not least, updates on the waves from wave 16th on up.
So moving on, from wave 16 on up, it's all new. So nobody's going to have had any experience. Beyond wave 16, it's going to be uncharted territory for the challengers. So we're going to keep this fun. It's going to be exciting. And
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's how we roll.
So for all of you who are new to the stream, for all of you who are new to the Moshpit tournament, guys, you still have a chance to jump in. You've got a little bit more than 2 days to jump in, to strap in those in-game guns and go shoot the shit and have some fun in the pit.
DeBose is trying to get some alpha. Before 16, if they're the same, I think we're doing some tweaks for basically for performance sake. I think we're getting rid of a couple rocket launchers, if I'm not mistaken. So in some of the in some of the waves where we have a lot of enemies, what we're doing is we're getting rid of some of the enemies, but we're making them tougher to kill. So there are going to be some adjustments in waves that come before 16, but mainly for performance issues.
Hope you guys are ready. Hope you guys are ready. So last few days of the playoffs, like I said before, a little bit over 2 days are left for you guys to jump in. So get in, guys. Get in. We still have people in our Cypher community who have spots for all those who want the challenger role. You guys are free to go and sweep that open sea floor in our Cypher Genesis NFT collection. To jump in.
There's get that saucy ass in the pit.
Strong and saucy prizes. If you know a friend, if you know someone, your brother, your mother, your friend, your pal, your neighbor, bring them in. 4K is up for grabs for prize number 1, 1.5, and
$4,000
for second and third place.
That's a pretty saucy prize.
That's a coin.
That's a coin.
Yes, sirree.
I could pay my rent for a couple months of that.
Oh yeah, we could do that. Tomasetto, what's up next? Let's show people the playoff deadlines. The playoffs end Monday, 5th of December at 1 p.m. UTC. So jump right in. What are you waiting for, guys?
Chris is dropping the knowledge there in the chat. Look at that.
You can download and play the game for free.
This is a free-to-play game.
But the token, the tournament is token gated. I love that.
Yeah.
You either need a Cypher NFT or a challenger role from a holder. Let's
get it. So a holder can give you their spot, and you can become an official challenger. Let's keep this popping.
All right, guys. The moment you guys have all been waiting for is just around the corner. What we have for you today, what we have for you now is a Tomasetto, bring in that slide, is a show match flash competition.
This is a
yes,
flash.
Sirree.
We didn't have this planned.
We didn't have it planned.
You literally were like a couple days ago, you're like, what if we have a flash competition?
Inspired by you. Inspired by
and
each
I was
and every
like,
one
what
of
the
you.
fuck is the flash competition?
And I didn't know myself either.
And then we just did it. And here we are.
Yes, sir. Jumping into the pit, getting it. Yes,
getting it
sir.
in the pit.
So, what is... All right, amigos.
All right.
So, what is this show match flash competition? What is it that Dan's going to get in the pit? We're all going to find out. But before we find out, dudes, we're super excited to present someone who is going to be the one of the voices of the Moshpit main event finals.
Yeah.
It's with great pride and excitement that we bring you one of our official casters with you. Today, we bring you Hail Monkey Man.
Hail Monkey Man. Look at that. Hold on. What is going on,
guys?
Look at that fine-looking gent.
Hey, look, I felt left out. You guys were Timon and Pumbaa hanging out on the couch. You were had the Nerf guns. Mine's up in storage.
A quick question.
I knew this was coming.
Chat. Who would be Timon and who would be Pumbaa?
I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming.
Let's meme the hell out of this one. This one-liner is gonna hit the headline. Coming in hot. All right, guys.
Oh man.
So with you guys, Hail Monkey Man. It's been great meeting you from day one. In the first calls we had, I have to be honest, Hail Monkey Man impressed us with his very precise questions from the very beginning. We knew that he was the man for the job because he wanted all the information of what we were doing, how we were doing it, and how it's going to benefit you guys and create a fun and exciting experience. So here we are, Hail Monkey Man. We're here to kick it off with a show match flash competition. Can you tell us a little bit about what we're about to do, how the format is going to work? Because we have like no clue.
Oh man. Well, then you know what? It's time for me to become the producer, director, and the schemer for here at Collider. So why not? All right, two Pumbas on the couch. I'll be the Timon. So we've got the format for today's flash competition, and of course, it's about your top 5 players of your 25. That leaderboard's been getting filled up. You've been getting the points. Well, it's now time to go zoinks out here in the mosh pit. First game, we're gonna have 5 players that'll be going out there, must survive to be the top 3 of those 5 to stay alive and get to round number 2. And then round number 2, they'll be going at it all over again. You've played out there for 20 minutes. Maybe you're like me and you can't get past round number or wave number 6. These guys, they're pros. They can do it. And they're gonna showcase some strats, skills for success. Maybe you yourself, if you're trying to still get through this playoff, which ends Monday, maybe you can be able to copycat, get as many points as them.
Oh yeah, I love it.
It was hard. It was hard to get these players together because they didn't want to show. They didn't want to give away any alpha.
Do we know who they are?
We do because they've been on that leaderboard.
Oh,
they've been crushing it. They're keeping that daily average.
So they're pro players from our leaderboard.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
What do you say, guys? Is it time to meet them? I mean, what are we going to talk about next? Like prizes, challengers? What's next, Tomasetto? Prizes. All right, Hail Man, take us.
Yeah,
what's up for grabs?
Hey, you guys are here for the USDT, but you're also here for the NFTs. There's a lot of T's, so how about T, you and me, up some prizes to be able to grab. All 5 players, as they've been able to cruise and go through that leaderboard, well, they're going to be given something to fight for today. Even if they can't make round number 2, they will still get something nice and cool to come home with. The first place, of course, will take the Cypher Genesis NFT, the TTOO NFT, as well as the Villager of Zolo NFT. And if you come in second, second and third, well, you know what? You're not first, but you still get something cool. You just won't be getting that cool Cypher Genesis NFT. You still get to come away with TTOO as well as Villager of Zolo. Right. And then those that couldn't make round number 2 in the first place, they get to still have a Villager of Zolo. It's a lot of cool NFTs that you guys are putting up there. A lot of great prizes, and it's showcasing what you guys can earn from Collider, which is, you know, they're just shilling out the good stuff to you. So why aren't you participating already? Come on.
All right.
Exactly.
Let's get it.
Beyond the prizes, this is about honor. This is about glory.
It's about
getting it done.
It's about honor. It's about glory. Yeah, it's about time.
It's about time to crush.
Time we get ours.
Let's get it.
It's time to shine, baby.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
All right, guys. It's time for you guys to meet the challenge. So lo and behold, Tomasetto, also known as the Pibichetto, is going to show us who our 5 challengers are.
All right. Who do we have here?
With
you got your top 5.
Your top 5. Go ahead, man. It's all yours.
Yeah.
It's all yours.
It's actually all yours. You're just letting me kind of rule the roost here. I just want to remind you. You got 2 Poombas, 1 Neuron, but hey, look, the brain cell comes over to me to be able to talk for a second. We've got Big Brain Poppy talking about big brain moves. Someone who has apparently 1,000 IQ that has been absolutely decimating with tens of thousands of points to be at the top in that top 5 at the number 1 position. But you've got Kizia, Daydream, El Stabilo, as well as D Bozy. D Bozy in the chat was, you're saying, you know what, I'm gonna be at number 1 anyway. It doesn't matter what this 5 looks like. So I'm loving the kind of, the good shit talk that's kind of coming in between these guys, because it's gonna go all into the pit, the mosh pit, regardless.
All right.
That's where you show what you're made out of. All right.
All right, guys.
So are we ready?
And what next? There's just a little bit more. There's something more that you guys have also been waiting for. What is that, Tomasetto? Yes, sirree. Prizes for the audience. We're giving out 100 USDT. Time for Jimmy and time for Changa.
So there's prizes for viewers as well.
Oh,
I love it.
And how's that going to work? We're going to tell you now. We're going to ask 2 questions to the chat. The first person who answers the question right will get, if you grab 100 and rip it into 2. How much
gotcha. We got 50 USDT prize.
You had to think about that.
It's amazing. I figured it out.
Yeah.
All right. And when is this going to happen?
So the first question is actually going to happen more or less now before we jump into the pit and see some action. So chat, are you ready? Chat, type 1 if you're ready to rock and roll. Type 1 if you're ready to be eligible to win 50 USDT.
I'm always ready for USDT.
I don't know what you can do with that amount of money in your part of the world.
We're ready.
Over here in Argentina, you can
do a lot with that. Yeah. You can go out for a little.
Look at the chat. The chat's on fire. Chat, are you guys ready? The question is about to be dropped. Hope you guys are ready. Type 1. Type 1. Go loco. Go local. Type 1. Let's fire it up, chat. Come on, man. There's some crazy action going on here.
The days and the dreams are ready. All right, let's do it.
And we're getting ready to drop the question. And the question will be dropped in the chat. Tomasetto, tell us when you're ready, and
my fingers are on fire.
And we'll tell people that the question is about to be dropped. Oh, okay. Someone's telling me that Christu, type, I don't know, type 3 if you're ready to drop the question so chat can know. Who's ready to drop that question in the chat? Who's ready? Who's ready? Who's ready?
He's just hanging out in the back. That's what the question is. He left it back there.
Christu's ready. Christu's ready. All right, Christu, the man with the plan is going to drop the question in the chat. The first person to answer right will get 50 USDT. Yes, sirree. All right, Christu, you ready for a countdown? Should I count down to 3 and you'll drop the question in the chat? All right, let's do this, Christu. 3, 2, 1. Drop it in the chat, Christu. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Watching on my
in the chat.
I'm watching the chat too. I'm like, all right.
Ooh, gold partners is a Moshpit. What did he say?
Guys, read
how many gold partners is the Moshpit tournament have?
69. That's a lot, dude.
That's a lot.
All right.
All right. Well, who's gonna? Somebody's taking care of this.
Yeah, chat. Don't worry. Production is going through the answers, and whoever got the first person to get it right is going to be the rightful owner of the 50 USDT. The question was, how many gold partners does the Moshpit tournament have? Gold
Somebody
partners.
got it right. We weren't able to see them because it just flew by.
Yeah, I saw.
And somebody said los huevos.
Oh, yeah, that's a message to you, bro.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed.
All right, so we ready to keep the to get the
All right,
show?
guys, and the second question
On the road.
We'll come back with the second question after the
Somebody says
first
Rami
match.
got it.
Rami got it. All right,
Yeah.
guys, let's do this. Okay, so
All right,
Hail
Rami.
Monkey Man, are you ready to take this down the Mosh Pit show match flash competition?
You know what? I've been living in the pit for the last week, so have these players. So how about we all just join together and have some good family fun out there, taking each other down. I'm ready. Let's go.
All right, take you down to Chinatown. Let's do this.
Oh, man. All right. So all of you have been wondering, all right, how's this all going to go down? We're going to give you a preview of what the main event is all going to look like. And it's going to come into the form and fashion on these multiple screens. You can see around me. This isn't some weird form of the Matrix. This is just simply reality. We're going to be going into our first round of play. Remember, we've got 5 players. All of them will be starting relatively the same time. You see all of the action beginning right now. 20 minutes are on the clock. How many points can they get in how many waves? And of course, we've got the wonderful players that have been able to get to the top 5 so far in our leaderboards. That is Big Brain, Poppy, Kezia, D-Bozy, Daydream, and El Stabilo. So it's all about efficiency. It's all about survival. You get 1 life to be able to run it down, run it through, and basically be able to run up that score. So how about we be able to see that and more? And all this wave play is going to be very interesting to see what not just champion they play, but also what weapon set. We're going to go over to the perspective of D-Bozy first, who is already dealing into a wave number 2. Number 1 is down. They were able to pick up an AR as well as get that Uzi. Dealing into the double stacks, that's where one of those nice weapons are hidden up. And if you can use that dash to efficiently get up there, then you work from it. Something that D-Bozy is showcasing right now is how to make work of the middle point of the pit. They know that the drops come from the sky on down to be able to give yourself a good position. So why not make use of that? Now we sprint over to Kezia's perspective.
All right,
using
Kezia.
a little bit more of that perimeter. So guys, so far, we're already in wave number 2, going to wave number 3. These guys are making quick fashion of this pit.
They're doing great, man. Action.
Yeah.
Action Bronson. They're raining into hell.
Yeah. And in case you don't know how the rotations work, let me break it down for you. I was able to talk with one of the awesome devs that works on this squad. The entirety of this team is really cool, but you get to face off against each and every single faction in a row through the first 5 until before you get to the big boss round. That's in round number 6. So the third one drops right now for Kezia, who is rocking and rolling. I believe that is into the prototype faction. So a good look. It's nice and kind of spec-op-y. So I actually, no, that's Journey. My apologies. Prototype is one of those that has more of that flare around the helmet. So making use of the middle of the pit before it becomes too tough to control. And that seems to be the way that all these players want to go at it, at least for these opening rounds, before they have to work against that big boss. And of course, when you have so much pressure from you, then you're eventually going to get pushed to the perimeter. El Stabilo. Some of you are all about El Stabilo, so make sure you stab in the chat. Get some knives in the chat. He's stabbing him straight in the head as he's able to get some quick headshots in succession. A double kill that turns over from gate 2 to gate 1 in a hurry before these mobs can even get out there in the pit for a chimichanga. It's a Stabilo has been able to chop them down, char them up, and be able to eat them up right in front of them. And they're done with wave 4. Moving on to wave number 5.
Hail. I just got some alpha. Apparently, something amazing our dev team also did is give this live stream show match flash competition its very own exclusive leaderboard. So all of you who can split their screen in 2, all of you who have 2 screens that you can enjoy, can go and head to our leaderboard in our website, and you'll see the live score that these 5 kick-ass top contenders are stacking up. Go time,
Oh my goodness.
babies.
Yeah, you need to be able to check that one out because that's how these guys are going to survive it. Now, something that has been cool to see and witness, El Stabilo, they were able to run it down into the electrical range whenever they went to the upper ring to go and grab the shotgun. They faced down the boss in the first 3 to 4 seconds. They said, nah, I got you. Shotgun blast, took him to the headshot, and wave 5 or wave 6 done in a matter of just about 15 seconds for El Stabilo. They wanted to finish off that boss early by taking that weapon drop of the special heavy rocket launcher that does drop in the center of the ring. So now instead of that, they had to take a couple of extra shotgun shots, which means they're going to be low for some of that cruising and bruising type ammo. We go into this higher range of waves. And so we restart, we go to faction number 1. It's all about those outlaws. You're going to see more of the heavies. Anytime you see the red helmet heavies, they take extra shots to be able to take down. The dash maneuvers that El Stabilo has been able to chain together, though, has been quintessential for their success. Planning around that blue box as well to be able to get themselves an AR. But we're going to go over to Big Brain Poppy. They are on, I believe it is wave number 6 to 8, somewhere in that range. I think they're in wave 8 right now. Yeah, they are cruising and bruising. 14,000 points.
Shots out. Take that.
Oh my gosh. And that's something that you got to keep track of. There's a lot of these mobs. When they spawn in for the horde, they can also be able to put you down with a quick rocket launcher kill. So they have them. You have them. We got to see if they can be able to get past them. But the swarm of these mobs is not taking down Big Brain Poppy. Right now, I need to know for the current leaderboard, what's the highest score Big Brain Poppy's been able to get so far? Woo.
Points. Debozy is closing up with 7,561 points. Kezia is 7,249 points. And Stabilo is number 5 with 7,234 points.
Oh, man, you got to hear a goal after something like that. So right now, Big Brain Poppy going nuts with it. You guys know that this in particular, this is going to be the guy to be. This is the player that has been able to set records and set the record straight that they will be number 1 for a long, long time. But you still have plenty of time. You've got Monday coming up before the entirety of this playoff for this entire, I guess, for the playoff for the Moshpit tournament is going to complete. You've been able to see some of the schemas. I already know that, well, if my aim could be able to get better, I'm going to be copycatting some of these strats. They're playing from the center. They're making sure that these mobs, and when they're seen, they go down in a hurry. They get great accuracy and good shots on them. And it's been all of what, maybe a 3 to 5 minutes of play. So they're cruising through these early rounds. And you can be just like them, Big Brain or, El Stabilo, who's just stabbing them in the face with bullets. It seems to be an efficient way to play. And as we move through this, you have to remember they have all of one life. All of you out there, you've been playing with the same life. It's a little bit of YOLO. So you got to get a little bit scary and sketchy with it when you can, incurring a little bit of extra damage. Is Kezia. They're trying to work through the middle of the pit right now as they're on the same wave as Big Brain Poppy from earlier. They're on wave number 8. They're a bit behind at 12,000 points. And remember, because they're at the same marker of same amount of time, that means they've got to make that up by getting these waves done even faster. On the upper ring, Stabilo, 15,000 points. They're on wave number 9, trying to be able to get to that 10th as they work through this quick wave. They want to take higher precedence so they can work their way from top down and keep these mobs from being able to get to them. Debozy, I know you've been waiting on them, featuring the Outlaw faction, and they're trying to be able to mow anyone down as quick as you can. Debozy from In Your Shop. Do you get to witness him play this? Is he really kind of just cranking the mouse, putting a hole in his mouse pad?
He's been killing it since forever. He's a promise within our he's a shining star that joined our community, is representing from Glider Graphics community from day one, like Danielito said.
Hey, well, you got to represent by getting all those kills as quick as possible. We haven't seen Daydream until now. They just completed wave 9. So even though even some of these guys that they're a little bit behind, they're still able to catch up. It's timeliness. It's about how you work that clock. 8 minutes. We're about 8 minutes deep, working on minute number 9, and just missing having a quick fanatic of quick bomber kill, as they would have been able to incur a lot of damage. Big Brain Poppy does not fear any explosions around them. They just keep sticking and moving. They're using the hops of the tires to be able to continuously elevate them onto this upper ring. Daydream, they've made themselves a nest on the top ring, making sure to camp nearby some of those greater pods. You have the 50% healing pod they would be able to work them through. And everything's starting to slow down. It seems like they had that pressure, they had that presence in the middle of the pit, but because this is higher damage, higher range, and greater amount of opponents to have to face, they have to go into greater elevation to give themselves some cover. So right now, everyone's surviving, no one's dying, and it's about making sure you keep your ammo and arsenal up to top notch. Wave 10 just completed by D Bozy, who's at 18,000, but they're only a quarter of a health, so make sure that they can be able to get back into at least halfway. So far, so good, guys. We're reaching the halfway point. Halfway time check. What does our leaderboard look like for all 5 of our current challengers?
Let's drop those numbers. We've got Big Brain Poppy with 18,561 points, closely followed by Debozy with 7,107. Daydream is following closely with 15,237 points, followed by Stabilo with 15,127 points. And Kezia is dropping a bit behind with 14,022 points. We think they can definitely make it to the top, but it's going to be a climb.
It's going to be a tough one. They're going to climb the mountain, and currently Big Brain Poppy is the Sherpa as they're trying to take down boss number 2. In case you've never been here, I know I haven't, at least in this succession that I've been able to play this game, but Big Brain Poppy is on this boss. They have a spread of rocket launchers. They're going to play this more from distance. Earlier, we got to see some shotgun play, be able to take down boss number 1, but boss number 2 goes down just like that. 28,000 points for Big Brain Poppy, and they are less than 10 minutes to go here in this competition. Remember, this flash show match is just as quick as 20 minutes, but it's as quick as using your 1 life to be able to maximize your time. We're seeing Daydream kind of caught up, not seeing where all these mobs are. They're going to get a kill into the center of the pits, and they're going to work their way for some extra ammo pickups. So they're a bit lower than half for a couple of them, and they're really relying on that AR to give them some better kills as we're approaching now just 9 minutes of play. Spray into that heavy. They're able to take 1 down, and they prioritize sticking near that healing pod. They haven't gotten rid of the Chosen, and they're looking to go and not get frozen in this stack. So a lot of extra damage, and they do take 1 down. Oh no, so close to death. Will Daydream actually be taken out? It depends. They're able to at least get 1 heal, so they say, hey, not a big deal. I get right back to it. That's a scary moment right there. That's something. You cannot stay like that the entire time. You got to get your heels going. Oh, so
leaderboard is going crazy. Leaderboard is going crazy. We've got Big Brain Poppy leading first place, followed by Debozy and Daydream as well. So we're doing pretty good. The excitement is real. The points are popping.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? Close calls are close calls, but you got to have big balls to make sure that you stay in the pit. That's exactly how this is going. Everyone is still fighting. Big Brain Poppy has been leading the pack. I'm pretty sure they're at least in that 30,000 point range. El Stabilo's showcasing that they know how to survive. Same thing with D Bozy, but the squad is rocking and rolling. There looks like we have Daydream on boss number 2. Now, once you get past wave number 12 in this current build, it's all about how you then survive in the mega waves that are up to wave 15. And after that, it's how you crush those points. Daydream at minute 8, they're having to deal with a bruiser. And remember, if you get stabbed 2 or 3 times, you become a big loser. Still on boss number 2 on wave 12 right now. Daydream looking to catch up, but with less than 8 minutes remaining, that's really tough to do. They're having to work the outside of this pit, get some elevation, see if they can work it with a rocket launcher. Wave number 14, Big Brain Poppy's already at 30,000 points. They have started to slow down a little bit, though, as they're having to get a little bit more clever and a little bit more precise about how they take these waves down.
I love it.
Yeah, the big red skulls. And what are we on a total time check? I think everyone's around that 7.5 minute remaining mark. I think that's where we're sitting for these players to get to that top 3.
How are you seeing that, Danielito? How are things going?
I love it. I love it. Somebody in the chat is asking where Big Brain Poppy, what community he's representing, and he is repping for Neo Tokyo. He's got a citizen.
Yeah, he's playing with Angela.
First female sniper, exactly.
Yeah, the Neo Tokyo skin, honestly, one of my favorite skins in the entirety of this game. I mean, yeah, I love the basically Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles bebop style of Project Gojira, but I mean, how could you hate on Neo Tokyo? That all the champions that everyone's been able to sport have been fantastic, and they've been able to really kind of crush it. But I'm also Hell Monkey Man, so when Cyber Kongs come around, maybe I'll get to play into some of those. So that's going to be happening for real.
He's close to the heart, right?
Hey, you got the chunky booty and you got the fire everywhere.
Who can say no?
All right.
All right, guys, we're getting into the danger zone.
Ooh.
Yes. This is the final
188 points.
Ooh. Is the final quarter of play. We got about 6 minutes remaining, maybe even remaining, depending on who is going to die first. I don't know if anyone will die. D-Bozy has come close to death a time or two as they're getting really, really near those heavies, trying to be able to play this one from distance as they're using that AR to its greatest capability. But D-Bozy right now is knocking them down as they are in wave 14, looking to catch up to all the gang. So make sure that you give them your love in the chat. You got D-Bozy, Kezia, Big Brain, Poppy. Just everyone that's competing today has already showcased that they are good enough to be in that top 5 of these 25 that will be going into that main event. And if you're part of that 25 or looking to become part of that 25, make sure you take some of the skills that are paying the bills right now. Big Brain Poppy is trying to break their own record, 38,000 points, wave 17. And now it's all about controlling, maintaining pressure in the middle of the pit and taking down enemies as fast as possible through the remaining 5 minutes. They've been able to get over that hump, and now they're just kind of waiting for spawns to come through and be able to just get it done. That's huge. Big Brain Poppy, they're looking to get to 50K if they can through the next 5 minutes. An absolute madness. As they make sure to just, I think they're at 3 rockets in total. They're going to maintain that special. If you also are brand new to this, well, right now there are 3 weapon slots that you can go into. You have a primary, you have a secondary, and you have a special. The secondary is kind of your light weapons, your pistols. You have the, did D-Bozy complete? Are they done?
Oh my God.
Ooh.
Oh,
D-Bozy
drops. They were always on the edge. So D-Bozy will be in 5th place at 29,844. Now, that may not be the lowest depending on who was behind them if they didn't get those waves done in time. So don't think D-Bozy's out yet. There still could be a chance. There still could be a big chance. So everyone else, El Stabilo, Daydream, Kezia, and Big Brain Poppy, Big Brain, they're definitely ahead of them, so that's at least 1 above them. But everyone else still has to make sure that they do survive and get these waves
How much time do we have left?
I think we're like 4 minutes, 4 minutes. Let's drop in. Let's be able to get to them. El Stabilo, they are less than 4 minutes to go. They're at 25,000 points. That means D-Bozy might have done enough if El Stabilo is unable to clear these remaining waves in that amount of time. Wave number 14.
Call, man. It's a close call. Stabilo, go get him. Stabilo, you got this, G.
Hey, everyone, get the stabs in the chat. Make sure you help out El Stabilo, okay? If you don't help him out, what are you doing? A bunch of firefighters as boss number 2 is being fought by Daydream, currently at 23,000, trying to be able to get away from the rocket launchers. They clear wave 15, though. Holy goodness, that was fire, flames, and more, but they're able to survive the hellfire, 27,000 points. They haven't quite cleared D-Bozy. They're trying to be able to clear these quick Canex boxes to be able to get more. 38,000 points. Big Brain Poppy, they're chilling, they're villain, they're trying to just play the villain. They're going to go for some quick headshots, really drive up their score with 3 minutes remaining. It's all about timing. We've only had 1 death so far, but it was D-Bozy that maximized their time. They risked it for the biscuit, and that biscuit was clean. Kezia, 23,000 points. Wave number 14. I think they're one of the few remaining that hasn't been able to get over this hump. They're trying to work their way through it as best they can with sub 3 minutes to go, maximizing the center of the mosh pit. On top of the tires, they're getting chip damage from every angle, and they're going to go and work their way over to a healing pod. Take out the heavy. Wave 14 just got completed by El Stabilo. They're at 25,000 points. That's not enough. 2.5 minutes remaining. They have to clear at least this next wave and another because the timer is ticking down. I think it's like top 4,000. Daydream, they will be the next to fall.
He's out.
Oh, 27,000. That's just not enough. They didn't clear the hurdle that is D-Bozy. So that's another one that bites the dust, and that's the prototype squad. That faction, good hero, good wholesome try, but they're right now behind D-Bozy. We got to see what Kezia and El Stabilo are doing. Big Brain Poppy leading the pack. Those two still down. El Stabila at 25,000. That's still not enough to get beyond that finisher we just saw a moment ago. They have to get beyond this current wave, and that means they have to take down the boss. It's tough. 50% health, 100 seconds to go. El Stabilo at 25,000 points. They have to get this done probably within the next minute or more, and they are trying to maximize having their health as high as they can, but they're dodging rockets left and right. 90 seconds. That's a massive amount of damage. They go to sub 50% health. Now with a minute 20 on the clock, El Stabilo trying to survive to get to that top 3 and make it to round number 2. A minute and 15 remaining. You guys better be cheering for him in the chat. That one's the chosen faction. Kezia, 24,000. They have to clear the boss. They've only got a minute to do it. They have to get out there and take some risks. They don't have enough to get beyond the top 2. That's a sniper shot. That is a good amount of damage, but it's not a great amount. Get to it, Kezia. Be able to get as many shots as possible, and they have to dodge the rocket fire. Kezia has to start being able to get shots on target. They cannot hide. They must survive. 40 seconds to go. With 25K in the bank, that's not enough to be able to outprofit. So now you see El Stabilo running it down. Can he get the boss down? Oh, they fall. 15 is done. 27,000 points. Is that enough? Did they get just enough to get beyond 1? We're going to go back to the big part. Kezia is still up. Did they get through the final few seconds? Kezia, 24,000 points. They need to get this done in 10 seconds. It's less than 50%, but there's not enough damage. They're taking their time. They got to get a headshot. Is it the safe mark? Can they be able to get it? Run around the Canex box, spray them down to get the wave. That's 26,000, but that will not do it. 20 minutes have, in fact, elapsed.
Jesus.
Big Brain Poppy, 38,000 points, proving they are currently the top of the stack.
Let's go, Big Brain Poppy. And the leaderboard.
Gosh.
And the leaderboard is. Go ahead. You got this. Shout out that leaderboard.
Big Brain Poppy, 38K. Then you got, I can't actually see it behind you. It's like behind you. Turn around. Turn around.
We've got technical issues here. I'll call it out for you. Just a second.
There we go.
Go ahead, man. You got this.
D-Bozy, 29. You thought D-Bozy was in hot water, guys.
Hallelujah.
But he survives. Holy cow.
Sweet
So it will
Jesus.
be Big Brain Poppy with Neo Tokyo, D-Bozy, and El Stabilo that will follow up. And eliminated first are Daydream and Kezia. They just couldn't clear that second boss hurdle quick enough.
All right, guys. This is going local. This is going bananas. I'm feeling the heat.
I was feeling the adrenaline there.
Yeah, man. I just grabbed my beer and my chips, and I'm getting all nervous.
We have a special guest here, Luigi. You wanna Luigi here? Hold on. Let me see here. Let me see if I can make some space here. Luigi,
Full frame cam. Take the heat, amigo. Sentate ahí. Ahí está. Ahí entra. Se va Dibosi.
Así puedes escuchar.
Ay.
Woo.
Hey, look, we found the Timon for the Pumbas. Everything worked out.
¿Te puedes escuchar?
Sí, ahí está.
Oh my goodness.
¿Escuchas? Luigi puede...
15 waves in 2 minutes. Oh, no big deal.
You guys know
Sorry.
who our special guest is here?
¿Cómo estuvo eso, papá?
Luigi has been designing the waves. For how long have you been working on it, Luigi? The waves. How long have you been working on the enemy waves?
A pair of months.
Yeah.
It's like 3 months.
So
I don't know,
Luigi
two
is
to
our
3 months.
lead texture artist. So he does all the materials for this game. He supervises for actually all of the big projects we work on. And you knew it. He's also a game designer.
Yeah.
He designs his own board games. He started jumping in, giving us a hand, and now he's completely taken over on the game design side, doing an amazing job designing the waves, and you've been having a lot of fun with it, huh?
Yeah, I get the most fun of my work designing the waves, and I don't know how you guys do it.
Yeah, we didn't think people would get past wave like.
Yeah. I thought I was killing you, but you're awesome. I don't know.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
I was eager to see how you guys do it.
Yeah, he was trying to figure it out. He's like, how the fuck?
But I love you guys having fun and playing like this. Like like monsters.
Playing like this, playing like beasts.
Yeah, like beasts. I don't know.
Yeah, they were absolutely killing it.
What was your impression of observing and commenting on gameplay for the first time like this?
So being able to kind of see exactly how these players maintained efficiency for the map, that was something that I actually spoke to Luigi about how, like, all right, what are the strats these players are going to do? Owning the middle of the pit, starting like that, and being able to, like, okay, this is when the lowest amount of damage comes out, and quickly killing them as they come out the gates. That's a really good strat, because they're like, okay, let's get these waves done. Let's get them in, get them out, and just be able to move on. But you can tell, as especially everything ramps up to the second boss fight, what players are able to hit their shots and who can really get the kills fast enough, because then they start running around the lower and the upper side of the pit. So that was cool. So
that was like the dominating strategy there, is being able to get that second boss and being able to get rid of him as soon as possible.
Yeah, that is the measuring stick too. That second boss, you could see the struggle bug of the final two players. I think it was Kizzy and Daydream. They were able to kind of get it done, but I mean, you got to see boss number one. I'm so glad I was shown how powerful headshots are with that shotgun versus that boss. I'm just gonna go get the shotgun now.
Yeah, the shotgun's a good one. Is a good one to get. Somebody in the chat was also mentioning now they understand how you're supposed to get the sniper gun, right? The sniper was a little bit. I was like, how are you supposed to get it? Then I started, and you were like, no, you gotta keep it like something fun you explore, right? You didn't want to make it easy right away.
In the start menu, you had to tip down, side, B, A, and you get it.
No. Yeah. So since for now the game only has one level, we wanted to have some surprises in there right out of the gate. Let people have some fun. Let them figure it out, right? But yeah, now that everyone can kind of watch other players, now you guys have figured some of these things out. So hopefully we'll have a couple new surprises for them for the final, no?
Yeah, we had to have it because,
And we're going to be introducing the heavy machine gun.
The heavy machine gun also will be kind of hidden in the map. So it's a new strat maybe you can get. We are working on waves beyond the 15. Because you guys rock it. I don't know. You came to wave 15 with, I don't know, 5 minutes, 4 minutes sometimes.
The people are saying they hate the mini hypers.
Yeah, the mini hypers are annoying, and I love them that way. We all the cool hairstyles and
yeah. So something that we're working on, guys, for the future. It'll actually be fun because I don't think we've ever talked about this, but we're actually working on Twitch integration, so you can actually activate different waves. You can activate help or hinder while players are getting after it. So that's something that we're looking forward to, not to this tournament, but for the next one. That's something that we think could be a lot of fun, no?
Yeah, we will have a lot of fun designing that, and you guys will have a lot of fun challenging the players because they are monsters. So you have to challenge them. I love how people hate the waves, and I love it.
Yeah. That was your objective.
Yeah, my new goal as a designer is to design waves that you hate most.
All right. So, any other big takeaways from observing the greats so far of the Moshpit?
It's so far been just about who can, efficiently get to the respawns, also for making sure you have your ammo be plentiful and using the right weapon at the right time. I saw a couple that they actually saved a lot of extra ammo for the rocket launchers, and then we're able to get good splash damage, killing a bunch of the fanatic of the chosen, the exploders, if you will, and then being able to kind of maximize which one does what. Especially, there's a plan. Like Big Brain Poppy was like, I'm gonna go up to the top ring, get the shotgun, and then I'm gonna take out a bunch of headshots on the first boss, and that just murdered him. So efficiency of which weapon does the job right the which time is pretty cool.
Somebody mentioned that they want Teds. We could have little flying Teds, maybe with little wings.
Little Teds,
That would be kind of fun, no? That come at you and they just blow up.
on the
Oh my
sky.
gosh.
Maybe they piss on you.
Yeah.
Acid rain. All right, guys. So this is really fun. What else do we have planned? Do we have what else is going on here? Juanito.
So
Is this it?
Yeah, that's about it, guys. Thank you guys for coming. It's been a
All right.
It's been a blast. I mean, hope you guys enjoyed.
I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, we had fun.
Actually, I could feel the tension towards the end. It was really cool,
Yeah.
and it was actually cool how Debozy, he was the first one to die, but then they weren't able to catch up with him, and you were kind of. It was cool. It was really cool. I'm really excited for the 3 days of the finals. I think we're gonna see things pop off. And guys, you still have time. And are we gonna do a second round?
Are we
thought
done,
we were.
or do
Are
we
we
have
done?
a second round?
Is that it?
I
What's going on?
thought we were doing a second
What's
round.
going
yeah.
on?
Oh my God, we got another round prepared. All right.
I
let's
was
do
like-
it.
Huevos, it's only one round.
All right.
It's time to
I
bring
was
in
like,
the
come
chili
on.
Oh Jesus.
and chew on the changa.
All right. I think we need some more cervezas.
All right, amigos. So what we have next is players number 1, 2, and 3, which would be Big Brain Poppy, Debozy, and El Stabilo, who made it to this second round.
Ah, baby.
But before that, we've got something for you, the chat, who have been lit, who have been on fire, who have been backing us up since day one, all the way to
Supporting
this
us.
grand moment.
Supporting
Isn't that
us.
right? Isn't that right, chat? We have something for you.
Los huevos.
We've got 5 things for you. We've got 50 things for you. We've got 50 USDT and maybe even some huevos that Daniel might throw in the pit.
We
there.
might have some of these for the chat.
These for the chat.
Okay.
Oh my
All right,
God.
chat. So here goes the 50 USDT question. Who's ready to rock and roll? Type 1 if you're ready to answer the question that Crystal will drop in the chat. Type 1, 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 type 1. Who's ready? Who's ready? 50 USDT, the second half of the 100 USDT that was up for grabs, is going to drop in the chat very soon. I hope you're ready. Hail Monkey Man, are people ready? What do you think?
You know
Are they
what?
ready?
I think they've been having a great time. I think they're ready. I think it's time to go. Come on, get these
Drop
guys some
it,
chimichangas.
Chris.
Go
Drop
time.
it.
Chris Stu,
Let's
the
go.
man with the plan, will drop the question at the count of 3, at the count of 2, and at the count of 1. Go, Chris Stu. Drop that bomb. The question is, what date was Cypher Genesis Collection revealed? What date was the Cypher
Dang,
Genesis
the
Collection? What day?
30th of the 6th, the 15th,
What
the 11th
day-
of the 13th.
What day was Cypher born?
When? When Cypher?
When Cypher started?
When reveal?
When
No, it
reveal,
wasn't the
sir?
reveal. It was when mint.
No, so we minted at a different date, but the question is, when reveal? We had a 40,
Oh, I'm just trying to fuck with people.
we had a 40-day wait period
That's a long time.
since
We really
mint
took
date.
our goddamn time with that reveal, huh?
We pushed it. We pushed it as much as it could stretch.
40-day reveal.
It almost sounds
Christ.
biblical, no? Like a 40.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
Moses in the desert or something.
That was a real test of the Web3 patience.
Wow.
All right, chat. So that's how it rolls. That's the question. And according to your answers, there will be only one winner. The first person to answer it right will walk away from this live stream with an extra 50 USDT.
I think
in
those were
their
the
pocket.
40 longest days of our lives.
How long?
Yeah,
How
it felt
long?
like 6 months. Those 40 days, right, Luigi?
The tougher one.
Yeah, those were like the toughest. Those last 3 days before the reveal, we were like sleeping in here.
There were 3 or 4 years.
We were
Yeah.
looking at each
I
other,
get my
not
first-
having taken showers after days.
I actually had hair on my head back then.
We were sleeping and
anymore.
eating and drinking
Wow.
together, and then we revealed.
I forget how to sleep.
All right, so what's going on now?
All right, guys. So I think now we're ready for round 2. What do you think, Sir Hail Monkey Man? Are we ready to jump into the pit for the
Oh.
second and final round? Do you think our challengers are ready? Do you think they've had time to restock and replenish the energies?
Well, you know what? I've been able to restock on the water that I sweated, I think, as much as these guys were sweating in the pit. Maybe just a little bit less. So I think they're ready to go. I think Big Brain Poppy is trying to take everyone to school. But you know what? I want to see if Debozy, imagine he lives the whole time.
Yeah, what would have happened there?
Yeah, that would have been
I don't
tight.
know.
That would have been
Yeah.
saucy. Guys,
Yeah.
a special shout out to Hail Monkey Man. He's been killing it. He's definitely been bringing in the heat to this first round. I'm excited to see what he'll do for round 2. So let's show Hail Monkey love in the chat, and let's jump right in, amigos.
Let's do it.
Oh boy. Let's get this going, guys. All right, you've been able to see the big 5. How about the biggest 3? Neo Tokyo was the faction and champion of choice of Big Brain Poppy, Dbozy, and El Stabilo. El Stabilo on the Chosen. I love El Stabilo, but of course, Dbozy. You want to see if they can showcase even more on that Outlaw. So you've got 3 ready to go. Back into the pit. The pit itself has claimed 2 as its I guess they didn't survive from wave number 1 to or rather round 1 to 2. So wave number 2, you got these guys in their strats. Can they live long enough? Can Dbozy be able to live? Make sure in the chat you tell us about it. Is it Dbo? Is it Stabbo? Or is it Big Brain O? We get to be able to find out from you guys who you support the most. And of course, who's going to be able to get the most before we go back in there. So we're going to be seeing some strats. We're going to see some plays. Maybe they'll do something a little bit different. But how about we go and check them out here momentarily. And of course, if you haven't already picked up this game, it's free to play. And if you want to be able to get into this competition, pick up a Cypher and be able to do even more going into the remainder of this playoff, which is happening over this weekend and will be on the, I guess, Monday morning. So if you're not an early riser, you better be getting it done tonight, Saturday night, or Sunday night. Moshpit, it gets a little bit sweaty as we get to those later rounds. I think all of us agree it's rounds 12 to about 15 that are the biggest hurdles to be able to overcome. Wave number 2, already completed by Big Brain Poppy. They're at 3,000 points. And at this point in time, you pretty much know what your level of efficiency is, what kind of points you should be getting per round. Big Brain Poppy is making sure to stick nearby the rocket launcher in mid. Again, another center strat as they're going to be rotating right around, making sure that they take down the mobs as they come through. A bit of a double spawn coming through the same gate. So that makes their job even easier off of the double kill. So control, make sure not to make haste but not waste, and already they've wasted more of the horde as wave 3 completed by both Dbozy and Big Brain Poppy at the same time. So they're making good work. Dbozy's going to see if they can be able to keep in lockstep. Wave 3 completed for El Stabilo. We've already been working through the first couple of minutes, so minute number 3 is already cranking slowly. So far, so good. All of El Stabilo just a step behind, but everyone's running pretty well. Big Brain Poppy to hop onto this quick Canex box, and that was actually the final mob that was trying to duck and dodge right behind him. Now, if you're wondering about the composition of each of these waves as they come on through, that 4th wave is kind of the runarounds as the hypers try to be able to swarm you with numbers and then get behind boxes. But this is also a nice strat as Big Brain Poppy is looking for the spawns of the fanatics and those exploders as they come in. Make use of just a single shot, get rid of the exploders by having that chain reaction explosion. They took down the war priest of the Chosen quickly, and then they cleared out the rest. So the first boss is coming through. You know it, and they're going to be going, I believe, for the shotgun. Big Brain Poppy, no, they're actually playing from distance with the sniper. So they're more of distance play, more for precision. See if they can trap the boss into a small canister, and they do get him. Wave 6 is done. Okay, sniper and shotgun, depending on how you use them, are the way to go. Able to make, like, what was it, 3 or 4 hits with the sniper and just get that boss completely Pringle canned, crunch them down and get rid of them. Wave number 6 already completed by Dbozy in their own efficient fashion. So Outlaw faction rise up, moving them through. Wave number 7 for both these competitors at this point, making quick work of the pit. And they're working from the outside on in. And this is when things get a little bit trickier because now we're on the full reset, going back over to the outlaw spawns. A big heavy works their way through the gate and maintaining a high arsenal of rocket launchers in their special slot is Dbozy. And they're making fast work of some of those heavier ones. You see them kind of sprint in for that melee. And there's a shotgunner that's trying to be able to bruise them and cruise them. They're running straight at them. That's a lot of extra damage, but Dbozy is able to make fast work of them as best as they can. And again, if you guys haven't used the dash mechanic too often, make sure you do. It doesn't just go directional in a lateral plane. It can go into a diagonal and kind of vertical plane as well. You can use the tires. I've been using a lot of those tires, but you can also make fantastic work lack of getting upwards onto those top boxes with them. D-Bozy in a bad situation. They're actually being cornered by 2, and the shotguns are finding them, but they escape that damage. They're going to be able to get to a healing pod as wave number 7 will be complete. What does our leaderboard currently look like between all... Wait! What? Big Brain Poppy's dead? What? There's no way. 12K? What happened to Big Brain Poppy? El Stabilo's down! What just happened? Oh, what 12K, 11K, D-Bozy has been... What in the world? I don't know. What? El Stabilo dropped 11.3K. Big Brain Poppy went down. Did he leave? Hold on.
Mass destruction here.
Someone needs to tell me what happened, because right now D-Bozy's the only one that's currently playing. Did everyone else just die? What? I need to know what happened. Production, where'd we go? What's going down
here? We have questions. Guys, what is this? What's going on? D-Bozy, you're the only one alive, man. What's happening?
Okay, so D-Bozy doesn't know it, but he's currently at first place, not just because he's alive, but also because of point totals. I wonder if they're going to tell us exactly what happened. Everyone's saying he DDoSed or hacked them. I mean, he is an outlaw, so maybe, right? I don't know. I'm not a doctor. It could have happened, but D-Bozy just... apparently is too strong in the pit that his pit expanded and destroyed the other pits of both El Stabilo and Big Brain Poppy. So, oh my goodness,
it's amazing. I just can't believe it. I'm dumbfounded. I mean, I'm not, I'm just surprised. What is this? What happened? Mass destruction.
Yeah, this is I don't know, but you know what? What's really cool is that while D-Bozy may not know, 13 minutes remain, they could still go for the highest score. So you could still kind of work off of their strats, see what more they could be able to just offer. Again, if you are still wanting to play this game, be able to get into the Moshpit tournament, you have time. If you've been a free-to-play chump like Am, well, you can still be a champ and be able to get yourself a Cypher NFT that allows you to play in and get through the playoff, so that maybe you could compete into the main event that's happening starting next Friday at on the 9th, that will run through that Sunday. 25 players of all of this player community will be able to get involved. And D-Bozy, I mean, talking about him, he was the first one to die in the top 5, and now he's the last one alive, and he's taking a lot of damage, was able to escape for just a moment.
The tables have definitely turned here. And
that's the
beauty. Is the long-time survivor.
Yeah, but that's the beauty of a main event, right? That's the beauty of when you're alive. It's, any crazy thing can happen. Yeah, just bad luck. You didn't estimate things correctly, and you're dead.
Yeah,
that's what's fun. That's the difference with a leaderboard, right? Because the leaderboard is taking on your best historical score, but here you're playing live, and if you make an event, you make a mistake, you're dead.
Yeah, there's no second chance. I sort of get like these World Cup vibes, where you've got these strong teams like Germany, where who had high expectations, and then suddenly they're out.
They're out.
Capichi, fuera.
Anything
Hasta la
can
vista,
happen,
baby.
Even to the best of us.
Yeah, man.
Remember that time you slipped on a banana peel?
Oh yeah, that was painful.
We won't get into that.
Yeah.
All right. Let's keep on watching this round.
Yeah.
How's D-Bozy doing?
D-Bozy's doing pretty good. One big thing that I've seen out of D-Bozy, we were talking about players needing to take risks and really be able to kind of get themselves involved in quick firefights, but it's become very CQC, close quarters combat style for D-Bozy. They are always flirting with that lower 5th or 6th of their health bar, and they're getting caught out a few different times especially, but making sure you know the spawn points of the map, where the healing pods are, where you can be able to replenish your weapons. I love that D-Bozy, because of they play close proximity to a lot of these mobs, they're always going for that Uzi. So they kind of camp out around that purple Canex box, and they know how to go for the upper Canex box. They're going to have that sniper in their back pocket, and we're setting ourselves up. I think we're going to wave number either 11 or 12, which means we're getting ready for the runners, the fanatics that will be coming up. So they will try for the chain reaction, a quick kill, to be able to get a double kill and take down a couple as they join him in the upper ring. A quick headshot will put some extra damage onto the War Priest of the Chosen. When they get through this one, they're going to be working their way against the second boss, and they make sure to make a quick use of that AR and take down a few extra exploders from distance. They're at the 10-minute mark, about halfway. I can't remember what Big Brain Poppy was at whenever they were working on boss number 2, but it's going to see DBozy just smoothly working their way in. And again, if you guys didn't see it, I'm not exactly sure. We can be able to get Big Brain Poppy and El Stabilo some, their own renditions of what happened, but they fell out of this top 3, so it's all DBozy right now.
It's DBozy for the win. Yes, sir. Let's. I wonder how far he can go. Once again, it's live. We'll see what happens. We'll see what he's made of, and we're all here to presence and enjoy it.
Yeah. So the War Priest does drop. They're going to replenish and make sure to get that rocket. They actually make use of it real quick because there's not just one like there was in the first, but you get at least a couple, maybe even 3 when it comes into the second rendition of the Chosen. Now, this is the boss wave. Less than 10 minutes to go. 20,000 points in the back pocket of DBozy. Will they be able to work for a new high score? Not quite yet. They're going to elevate to the upper ring. Make sure they get out of distance from the minions of our boss, who does spawn in. Headshots galore. And they need to make sure they get this one and score. You can actually very quickly get this round done as long as you play kind of from the edge of that top ring. And the way the strafing works for this boss, you can force them to kind of go backwards into those barrels and into one of the Canex boxes. This wave 12 will get done very efficiently. And look at that, DBozy, 26,000 points. Yeah, efficient too.
Yep,
Just
100%.
so working so well. So
Drag me.
8.5 minutes to go. DBozy's kind of getting his own little showcase of what you got to do to get some of these high scores, which means that a lot of you, I've been seeing an average, I want to say around 24 to 26,000 points of players on the top 25. If you think that you can be able to do exactly what they're doing, then lo and behold, try it out. Mini Hyper will drop. You guys hate the Mini Hypers, so shout out to getting them dead.
He gets them right out of the gate before they can actually wreak havoc on him. He actually gets them right as they're getting out of the gate.
That's
right?
domination, right?
Yeah. He goes for the attack.
That's domination.
Yeah, and another thing that players may not know, or maybe you do know, and you just don't, well, maybe here's a reminder. These mobs can also pick the weapons up off of the stage. So if you want to make sure that you're the only one using them, go and get them, chase them down. Make sure that they don't get as lethal as you do, because that's exactly what's facing the likes of DBozy. They don't have a healing pod near them, so they're having to make a quick work of anyone that's spawning and shooting them. They're in that lower 6. They do grab a quick quarter, but that's going to fill up their tank for all of a moment as they're taking a ton of damage. Oh, they're flirting on the side. They're able to get to a healing pod as they make use of that melee weapon, which is still a one-hit kill, but the Hypers are trying to be able to take him down. This wave is not quite over. They're looking to get into maybe that 28,000 point range.
Yeah, he's doing good. He's holding up the fort, but it's not easy. He's taking the damage. His body's showing the signs of the extra stress those bullets are inflicting on his booty.
Yeah, this is 40-year-old knees type damage. Yeah. Just not.
Yeah, he's not as slick as he used to be, but he's still here. He's staying alive. That's what's important.
Yeah. He's staying chill with low health, huh? He really plays it to the last second.
Remember, if you are at your own family meetups and you believe it's cool in your elder years for your niece to try and have a race and you're not ready with your hammies, you will hit the ground pretty fast. So be like DBozy. Keep moving. Keep strutting. Keep trying to be able to keep yourself active. With 28,000 points in the bank, DBozy looking to upend their own personal best. 6 minutes remaining. They're at a full HP bar, and with the cool calmness of being given a second chance from round 1 now to round 2 in this top 3, they're definitely showcasing that, hey, I died earlier, not a big deal. I'll be able to come back, and they're doing just fine with it. So on the other end, 5.5 minutes remaining. taken this mega wave. It's a mixture of so many different kinds of bosses, or rather not bosses, but all the mobs that go between the factions.
Yeah,
you have the
like
hypers,
heavies, right? Those dudes can take a lot of damage.
Yeah, I believe that is from the prototypes. They bring a ton of damage. It's either prototypes or outlaws. These guys are just like
So yeah, those are outlaws. The prototype have these big white heavies.
Gotcha. Yeah, and those guys kill me so much more often than the redhead heavies. But that's also because sometimes they're hard to see. You have some blending of, I guess they're using some camo, but I also have terrible eyes. So, shout out old people. Boomers unite. D-Bozy, though, is booming through all this quick succession of mobs on this wave. They're not exactly going to get 2,000, but they may still be near that 30K mark with sub 5 minutes to go. They're trying to hunt them down. They finally get wave 14 in the bank. So wave 15 coming up. I believe this is the final. Actually, no. This is the final one before it starts being kind of, all right, more control to the center of the pit. And so just like everyone heard before, you will have a change up post round 15 to deal with. And if you can get beyond this round, then it's all going to be different going into the final build, which will be available 2 days before the main event competition. Oh, there's so much fire and flames. They're trying to be able to play them from distance with that AR. Oh, my goodness. It is a Michael Bay directed movie, a fireworks show, and 33,000 points for D-Bozy, who's running away for his life.
I wonder if he'll be able to pass Big Brain Poppy's highest score, which was 38,877. Go, D-Bozy, you got this, amigo.
Hey, if you guys want to be able to cheer him on, go Debo, go in the chat. Be able to help him out. Go Debo, go. And he's dodging right now the melees, which are some of the toughest to deal with. There's so much damage, though. They get caught up in the blast zone. So the kill box got a little bit too tight for old D-Bozy. But they still come out on top. 33,000.
Go Debo, go!
That was freaking
go
insane.
Debo,
amazing,
go! That was
dude.
wild.
That was crazy. That was
blood and fire. Yeah, K-Dude's like, what the fuck? That was amazing.
Amazing stuff, guys. That was crazy.
That was a lot of rocket launchers all at the very end. I don't know where that came from, but Debo, he survived everything else. Did a great job.
Yeah, his knees didn't buckle in. In the end, he was conquered by an asado. He turned into chimichanga.
Oh man,
the walking barbecue. That was pretty wild. Some people in the chat were asking if this is the optimized build. No, guys, they are playing with a build that everybody else is playing with. But we will be releasing a new build when, Juanito?
48 hours before the main event.
So they're gonna have a little bit of time.
It's
not all gonna be a surprise.
Yeah, it's a bit of both. Like most good things in life, it's never one way or the other. It's like a little bit to the left and a little bit to the right.
It's like a sweet and sour surprise.
Yeah, like a yingy kind of thing. Yes,
yeah,
sir.
so they're playing with what you guys are playing with, guys. And what we're, again, for everybody who might have just come in, what we're working on as far as optimization is basically to maintain high frame rate after wave 10 when things start getting a little crazy. We have a lot of enemies that take up, obviously, processing power with all the materials. So if you guys want, we could actually get pretty technical with what we're doing. But I won't bore you guys. But yeah, basically that's our main objective. And then we also want to keep things interesting after wave 15. So we're mixing it up, bringing in new enemies, and just trying to keep it special and exciting for the viewers and for the players.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And we're also going to include our new champion, the Cyberkongs,
also known as Coco, also known as number 666, also known as Take Me to Hell 666.
Fists of Fire.
Oh yeah, he's got his fists
iron buns.
Yeah.
All right, this was fun.
Yeah, this was.
I'm glad we did this.
This was definitely great. This was definitely worth the while. It was a surprise for us and for the audience, but I think it was definitely worth the while. We had a blast. One of the things we wanted to do here, it was also practice, and I think we got that down pat, and even more because we had just a great time. And production, Sir Thomas Seto, the Pibacheto, is bringing up the main score and the winners. So, Hail Monkey, who are the winners?
Well, first place was the only one that was able to survive beyond the first few rounds. D Bozy, who racked up 33,000 plus points.
Bozy, repping the Outlaws.
Woo!
Big Brain Poppy, who was repping Neo Tokyo for both of their runs. They will come in second place.
Congratulations, amigos.
And then drawing up the end of this trio is El Stabilo, who has a huge fan club in the chat, by the way. So shout out to all of you loving on these guys as they compete as challengers in this mosh pit.
What community does El Stabilo come from?
NFA, Non-Fungible Arcade, who's spearheaded by no other than Dr. JPEG, the man with the plan in his hand.
Yeah, that's a gang over there, huh?
Yeah. NFA, TTOO, Arcade, they're all a bunch of good amigos.
Wild
there.
D-gens out there.
D-gens, gunslinging amigos, and they're ready to jump in the pit and make a name for themselves. And they're doing
All right,
it.
this was really fun.
This was fun.
I'm glad we did it. Again, technical issues we will keep on. That was actually the point of this, right?
Yep. A test mini tournament to bring in the heat and also to see what we could do better for next weekend's main event. So we're super happy. We're super excited that everyone was able to make it. Thank you guys in the chat for having a blast with us. Thank you so much, Hail Monkey, for kicking it with us. This was the first experience jiving and vibing with you. We definitely had a great time. You were definitely a key component of bringing the heat and making this fun and worthwhile.
You know what happens
here.
to me?
What?
That I hear you talk fast, and I want to try to do the same thing, and then I'm tripping all over myself.
But that's the thing, man.
I'm like, yeah.
No. But you're wise. That's your forte.
I know the edge of my limits.
Is that like
I
more
know
of a
where my
smaller
talent
circle,
ends.
or is that how stretchy is that edge?
I know where my
Are
talent
you in a
ends.
tight spot? No.
All right. This was fun.
This was
We had a good
great.
time.
And
Got
guys,
some cervezas.
audience winners. So the audience winners that won the 50 USDT and totals up to 100 USDT is.
All right.
Oh no, is this right? Yeah, Kessia. But Kessia was a player, dude. Are we right on that? How did that go?
Kessia got it right?
Is that double trouble? Were you
Was
able
that double
to play
trouble?
and
Double
win?
dipping.
Okay,
Wow.
we'll have
All
to
right.
go over this with production, but at least for now, it seems like our winner
Yeah,
/ player
it's all
is
over the
Kessia
place.
on the one hand.
He's
and,
sniping.
Yeah, Kessia, dude, how'd you do that, man? Are you like all over the place?
Yeah.
That's
He's
like a
getting it
demigod, right?
They knew they weren't going to make it past the first round. So like, yeah, I'll take some
I'll
some
take
money.
the other prize. All right.
I'll take some lunch money
You
back
got to
home.
take those
Why
wins where
not?
you can get them.
Kessia and Rami will get in touch with you. Our guys will get in touch with your guys to bring you the prize.
All right. Beautiful. Is
Amigos,
that us signing out?
That's us signing out. Over and out. We had a great time. Thank you so much, Hail Monkey. My name is
course.
Juanito. This fine gentleman is Danielito, and we had a great time with you guys. It had been a minute since we had been on a live stream with you guys. So we're extremely happy to see you guys and vibe with you guys once again. Don't forget, there's more than 2 days left for you to jump into the playoffs and be part of the main event. There's 30,000 USDT and NFTs spread out for the winners. So jump in, be a part of this. Looking forward to see you guys in the playoffs, in the pit, and in the main event.
In the chat, because the chat can also win some amazing. How many rewards are going out to people who are going to be viewing? $1,000 per day.
That's a great question.
1,000
Yes, sir.
USDT per day is going to be given out to people in the chat.
Yeah, the same thing
Chat's
we did
going to
here.
get it.
This little test drive with 100 USDT, and we're multiplying it by 10. We're 10xing the situation.
Yeah.
1,000 USDT
Wow.
per day. So
Yeah.
that's good. That's a bag.
Or do you think some players will be double dipping?
I don't know how they're going to do
They'll be
it.
sniping in the
yeah.
chat, sniping in the pit. 1,000 USDT per day exactly is going to be going out to the chat. And this is just a small way of showing you guys that what we're building here is all about the viewer experience as well as the player experience. So that's why we're going to be integrating Twitch into gameplay. We want the viewers and the players to get rewarded for just having fun. And
Exactly.
this is just a first small step in that direction.
Yes, sir.
All right.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you guys for hanging
All
out
right. Look
with
at
us.
that. That's the way we end the stream.
This is Collider Craftworks live stream coming straight from Buenos Aires, Argentina. My name's Juanito. This fine gentleman is Danielito. This man is Hail Monkey Man, a proud voice of the Mosh Pit tournament. We'll be seeing you soon. Save the date. 9th 10th and 11th of December. We'll be going live at 5 p.m. UTC. See you soon. Over and out.
All right. Beautiful. See you guys. Adios, amigos.
Muchos besos, muchos abrazos.
Saludos, Chile.
Yeah.
Chile.
Saludos, Chile.